All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to the Akim that's out there laboring of the hope for elect, doing this work in truth and sincerity. And may the Lord keep us safe, from wicked and carnal men, that are out here, when we're out and about, the Lord keep the hedge on us, and just continue to be part of this ministry, man. And and just hope and pray that we still, part of that elect, man, for doing this work, man. You know, um, it's getting crazy out here in these streets, man. And I want to talk about a couple of encounters, that I basically witnessed, in one situation was at the gas station, okay, where an individual basically pulled up in a Corvette, Jake, pulled up in a Corvette, and basically, the gas attendant, asked him, what he wanted. He kind of, you know, didn't answer him right away, but he asked the gas attendant, I need you to do me a favor, you know, and he's looking at, what you want. He said, could you put half premium and then give me half regular for whatever money I'm going to give you? The attendant say, I don't think that's the wise thing to do, you know. But he was basically stating that, he said, yo, you're gonna fuck the, mess the car up, doing it that way, man. You know. So he basically was like, basically like f this car, basically, Jake basically, got in over his head with the car, as far as maintaining it. Come to find out, this guy's paying a $1,300 car note for the vehicle, man. And that's not even including other living expenses, and including insurance, man. You know, and he said that he kind of jokingly said he don't care about the car now. It's like he said basically more or less that I'm probably gonna have to move back home soon. You know, and this is the harsh reality, man, that Jake's are facing out here, man. And like I continue to talk about this auto loan bubble that's going on right now, where they're giving people that have a very low credit score and very little resources as far as financially, and they're giving them cars, and these people are basically going in over their head on it, man. And you're starting to see the crumbling of that bubble, man. That bubble's gonna burst very soon, man. Jake is trying to keep up with these sustained high gas prices, man. It's gonna really cause the collapse. This collapse, man. And they always talk about this collapse being the largest collapse ever known. And it's gonna be a great fall, man. And people are gonna be desperate, and they're gonna be in dire straits, man. you know, and which leads me, I'm gonna get to the scriptures though, but which leads me to another situation that happened this week, but it actually did happen yesterday. You know, um, I basically had I had like a little break, so I had went into a store, to purchase something, a beverage, and when I walked in, this is like a pretty nice, good store. I've been going there, been going there for years. I know the guys, and the guys in there are pretty much familiar faces that worked in there. And it's a nice, good, clean store. They make breakfast, they make sandwiches, they make all kinds of different things like that. Go make coffee, and they have like more like pretty much a lot of stuff they have in there too is on the higher end, a certain good high quality stuff. And I approached the counter, and there was this Ephraimite that was in there. I would say he's probably like in his 30s, upper 30s. He had the old school kind of, carried himself a kind of old school type of way, and he's standing face to face with the guy at the counter, and I'm like, it was kind of intense. So then the guy, the individual, the Ephraimite, which was the customer, he walked away and walked towards the back of the store. Okay, and the other Jake that's behind the counter, I guess he both of them were northern, but I believe the other one might have been maybe Asher. Okay, so he said to the guy, oh, whatever you take back there, you got to pay for it, whatever he said, right? So I said, I'm trying to, process what was going on here because it was very intense, and he wasn't taking another customer until he addressed this guy that walked to the back of the store. So the long story short, he walked back to the front of the store, and he had a beverage in his hand, and he looked at me and said, yo, can you do me a favor, man? These he said these basically he said this bitch ass nigga don't want to give me nothing for free. You know what I'm saying? I'm thirsty, I'm starving, I'm hungry. He asked, can I pay for this for him? He looked at me and paid for him. I said, you know what? Just to try to calm the tension down, I said, listen, I'll pay for it, man. Just leave them alone, man, and go. But he kind of stood around. He's like, then he basically grabbed a banana, and then he grabbed some other thing, and he said, like I say, he said basically he was saying to the fact is that regardless or not, if I ain't gonna pay for it, I'm just gonna take it, and he walked out. So now I'm looking at the Asherite counter, and he's like, he's look kind of sad because he just works there, and pretty much he feels like he's gonna be held accountable for the stuff that this man just walked out with, But the Asherite, I read, I dealt with him a few times before. He got like a little bit of a proud spirit on him. So I said, okay, man, listen, I'll pay for the thing. Give me what I want. I'll pay for the soda. He said, oh, what about the other stuff that he took? And he tried to ring it up. Listen, I'm not gonna pay for everything that he took. I said, that's your issue, man. I said, listen, this charge, because he took some stuff, and I think the stuff that he took came out to probably maybe about $8-9 or whatever it was. So I said, listen, just charge $5, man. I just went to that extent and said, just charge me $5 and then give me what I want. I ordered what I wanted, and just came to realization, man, to where a lot of these people that are out here are that are starving and need food, man. They're being really courteous right now, man. Because the society's still pretty much intact, but it's gonna come a point in time, man, where these guys are not gonna ask anybody for anything, because he asked the individual, and the individual said no. You see, I just stepped in and really I got included in it, but like I said, I kept it spiritual, but it's like, let me just pay for this for him and just to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude, he was determined, man, to get what he wanted, and nothing was gonna stop him at the end of the day, But it just comes to that point in time where you're gonna have people, man, that's just not gonna be law-abiding citizens, man. That's gonna have to take what they want. And I perceive that the man, he might have been on some heroin or something like that, and basically what heroin addicts do is they have a craving for something sweet stuff. So everything he took was very sweet. The soda was like a Coca-Cola, was high in sugar. He took a banana, and he took like some type of fruit, parfait or something, what do you want to call it, which is very sweet dessert that he took. And he grabbed it and some other whatever he took and just walked out, But it's gonna come a point in time, man, where people's heads are gonna get knocked off, man, for just basic stuff, man, And this guy, these people out here that are here begging on the street, they're being very courteous, man. But you can't come in the way of a man that's starving, man. And there's no way this dude, when you see this guy, man, this Ephraimite man. He was determined, man, and every single worker in there, he would have single-handedly just like beat them up, man, if they tried to stop him from doing anything. You see, so it's just something that was far beyond their reach of what they can do, man. But enough rambling with that. But it's just these encounters that I've been coming through, man, and you just you dig the scriptures that come to mind, and I want to pull up 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. All right. Let's start at let's see. Second, I just see. All right. Let's start at verse 12. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's start at 12. I just want to get to the point though. But it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with a plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. And the plagues are coming here, man. The whole monkey thing that's gonna be going around. We're gonna see how that transpires, and it's gonna be of something, man, because it's talking it up. The media is talking it up. So hey, and we got these violent storms that are going on throughout the country, and basically destroying the crops, and and we know how that thing is, even with the whole thing of the man-made famine that's being created on top of that, man. But plagues are coming, man. The Lord's bringing plagues upon this place, man. This is all the counsel of the Lord, and it says, and they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful consolation, man. And the Lord's bringing on these storms, man, and basically the crops are not going to come to their fruition, man. We're coming into that time, man. And it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So it says the world, man. So this is going to be a problem, man. And they even mentioned there's only a 10-week supply of grain, so to speak, worldwide. And when you think about this wheat and grain, man, it's used for a lot of products, man. And it's just a chain reaction, man. Okay? You see? And even with the whole thing with the chickens, man, that's also a chain reaction, man. Because without the chicken, you don't have eggs, man. Without eggs, man, the eggs is in a lot of the products. So we're starting to see that, man. And when you take away these two elements right there, man, you can cause a major catastrophe as far as food, All right? But it says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. And everybody's in this world, and this country is divided, man. And people are standing on whatever principles that they believe is right, and basically they're going to be fighting against each other, man. I mean, you're going to have people that are going to cling to their kind, cling to their like, okay, they're going to be fighting. You're going to have people that basically are liberals. They're going to fight against the conservatives, and and it's going to be a whole battle royale, so to speak, man. Okay? And it says, and there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. When I look at that right there, then I look at this individual that came into the store, and he basically kind of, I would say, like I said, he was being courteous of asking, could he have something to eat, But when it didn't work, he basically just started taking stuff and just walked out the store. And who was gonna stop him, man? He was determined, man. All right. I mean, he had this wild look in his eyes, man. And he was determined to get what he wanted, man, because he was starving, he was hungry. You see, all right. But he took the action in his own hands, and you're going to start to see that in the breakdown of society, man. When people are getting themselves in a desperate situation, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see people taking matters in their own hands. You're going to see people that are not being able to feed their family, man. They're going to take actions in their own hands, man, to be able to feed their family, man. Okay? You're going to see people are starting to hang out in parking lots, man. All right? They're going to start hanging out in parking lots, man, and just beat somebody over the head that's coming out with groceries, man. All right? You see? These are the things that are going to come upon the earth, man. This is how where all hell breaks loose, man. Okay? There's a lot of little elements, man. And hey, the Lord, Yahweh Razazah, he protects us through this time, man, and keeps us from getting ourselves in any type of situation like that, man. But when you get yourselves in a situation, you keep it spiritual, man. And I think I tried to calm down the situation because it was kind of intense, man. So I offered, listen, man, so there's no big deal. Listen, man, I'll pay for that, man. Just leave them alone, man. Just go. You know what I'm saying? I basically was in that type of situation with these people, man. I actually got thrust into the situation, and I'm just a customer. You see? All right? But actions are going to be taken into their own power, man. Okay? People are gonna do what the hell they want to do, man. You're starting to see it now, man. I'm starting to see people now. They're basically not abiding by traffic laws. More people are running red lights. More erratic driving. Um, um, just the lack of respect for people, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're starting to see the death toll start to rise, man. Okay, with these ghost guns, man. All right, a lot of stabbings happening. You know, it's going back to the bad days back in the 70s and 80s, man. You know, you see, and it says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And this is really when it's going to come into that time of martial law, man. You know, when you talk about that order through chaos, man, this is that time that it's going to be, man, where you're not going to be able to go into a certain place, man. And because why? It's because of blockades and them basically putting down the iron fist and trying to restore some type of order. Okay? But this is all basically engineered, and really it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What this place is through. This place is on autopilot from the Lord, man. Okay? And it says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You know? And you're going to start to see houses destroyed, man. You know, you're going to start to see people, neighbors turning on each other, man. When it gets into it, man. Right? Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. So we're starting to see that coming, man. And we're starting to see where people are starting to going to be losing their possessions, you know, and pretty much, man, you know, it's going to be a situation to where, you know, you got to decide whether you're going to do this, pay a bill or eat, man. You know, or situation to, you know, it's coming like that to where people are gonna really start pinching pennies, man. You know, all right, to basically get by, man. But we're gonna start to see that lack of bread, and we're gonna start to see houses being invaded and destroyed, and really you know, they're spoiled. Their goods becoming a spoil, man. You know, all right, and this is how you're gonna have neighbors that you have known, okay, and they get desperate, man. Okay, you know, don't be surprised if you come home and you feel like, you know, your house is broken into, man. Okay, all right. These are the things that are coming upon the earth, man. These are the situations where the Lord has basically prescribed for this place, man. All right, but we know we have to playbook, man. We also know that these things are coming, man. You know, and we gotta remain spiritual and just not make haste in time of trouble, man. We have to always remember that, man, and maintain your integrity at the end of the day, man. You know, all right. And really, this is all a test from the Lord, man. You know, and for us to remain faithful, man. Okay, and not think in the ways of these people, man, because these people have no understanding, man. They don't understand. They don't have the wisdom and knowledge to be stable in that time, man. But we do. You see. We do. We know that these things are coming, man. So we prepare ourselves spiritually, mentally, you know, and physically prepare ourselves, man. And not in the carnal sense, man. You know, but regular week in the comings and goings, man. And speaking about those two situations, man. Different contrasts though, but just basically, people are just basically are basically are being sent to the poorhouse, so to speak, man. People are being brought down to a lower estate, man. Okay, you see, but just just want to speak upon that and bring that out. Salakia if I ramble too much though, but I think my point was made. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Salutations to the Akim that's out there laboring of the hopeful elect, doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.